Albany and Troy has a very vibrant coffee scene. It's a nice even brown cup with 2 espresso options. I'm gonna give that Yo, howdy, what is up everyone? It's your boy Connor from Singlesip American Coffee Trip, changing the world one sip at a time. You find me here in Troy, New York. It is below freezing, it's snowing, and I'm in front of Touchy Coffee. Now, I've already reviewed Jacob Alejandro and Alias Coffee, and it goes to show that in Albany and Troy, an Iron Coffee Company, not going to forget about you, Albany and Troy has a very vibrant, very nice coffee scene. You know, with those places being amazing, and then a bunch of smaller, kind of small, very not worth reviewing type chains. If you can see, guys, I have a fucking amazing haircut. A best haircut of my entire life yesterday. Found a barber, a dentist. Just to let y'all know, I am moving to Troy as of the recording of this video. I am kind of homeless right now, but I'll have an apartment soon. Until then, I'm reviewing coffee shops, working my big old butt off, and I've got a nice, coarse little ceramic mug right here. It has Touchy, get really close to the camera there. It has Touchy Coffee ingrained in the cup, and it has this nice, smooth ceramic texture. Clay, it's like clay pottery. Oh, I'm cold. Anyways, if we look at the cup, it's a nice even brown cup. It's beautiful, and as I jiggle it, that milk is staying together really nicely. They had 2 espresso options. They had a Peruvian coffee, which he described as having more blueberry tasting notes. I went with the Honduras, which has, as he described, butterscotch. And I asked which one of those espressos has more of a bite to it. He said the Honduras. I also turned in my resume in there because I'm applying for coffee shops around here. I want to learn roasting. I want to become a better barista. So that way, these reviews are accurate. And, yeah, you know, can use me as a legitimate resource. The American Coffee Trip isn't just fucking fluff. But anyways, this is a beautiful 4-step tulip on here. And it's a beautiful day. It's just a cold fucking day. Whew. I had to take my phone out of the phone case because the mic wouldn't connect. So kind of risking shit there. Oh, cool cars, cool cars. Let me get this part out of the way before we continue. I see a Mark 7 Golf R. All right, we're done. No more distractions. It is time to sip this dang thing. One more important note. These guys are only open 2 days a week, Saturday and Sunday. So had I been on my previous schedule, I would have never been able to review these guys at all. But thank God I'm here, able to do this. Luckily, this is the only shop like this I've run into so far, and conveniently, it's in an area in which I can easily access it. But anyways, time for the sip, and I'm going to tell you all what I think of this thing. Oh, wow. First off, I'd like to mention that the milk is wonderful. It's creamy. It just melts in your mouth. It's one of those just melts in your mouth types of milks. Not dissimilar to what I'd say like Grace Note Coffee Roasters over in Boston kind of does, where the milk just kind of melts in your mouth. And it's really wonderful. The thing that guy mentioned about butterscotch is certainly true. I get that right off the bat. It hits ya, not too strong, and then it just melts away. Wonderful. That was a delicious drink. I'm going to give that, this is important, a score of 8.5. Absolutely top pick material. Very unique taste profile coming from the butterscotch. And these guys deserve the really high praise. Alias and Jacob Alejandro just overtakes this place a little bit. But not by much. These guys are all kind of in the same boat of kick-ass coffee. Stop by here, stop by Jacob Alejandro, stop by Alias. You can't go wrong with any of them. And to be honest, if you're on a Saturday, Sunday, and you have the chance to come here, I'd just come here over those other two spots, just because you won't get the chance this often. It's because limited hours, you know. You want to experience coffee, right, guys? I want to experience coffee. I'm going to keep sipping this thing. Fuck. I'm so glad I applied here, too. And Jacob Alejandro, and Alias. Crossing my fingers. So exciting to live in this area. And it is cold as balls. One thing I will mention, I got a breakfast sandwich waiting behind me, and from the photos, the breakfast sandwiches also look freaking fantastic. So I'm going to go back inside. I'm going to get this camera thing broken down. I'm going to spelunk breakfast sandwich. And guys, I'm working on developing my mixology skill. I've got 2 restaurant jobs in the evening. Starting out as a bar back, starting up from the bottom, just like I did in the coffee business when I first joined 1A Coffee Roasters. I didn't know how to pull an espresso shot. I knew jack about coffee. I was just an enthusiast, and then I learned my craft. I put time and effort, and ended up paying off. Unfortunately, the area I was in, I wasn't going to move much further than that in life. I was going to be managing that same coffee shop, staring off into space for 3/4 of the year, begging for people to come in so that way I could just freaking talk to people, not even the coffee brewing part. So, much happier in this area already. I actually just stopped by the farmer's market today and got to see, I saw Alias Coffee there. I posted that on my story, as well as a bunch of other local spots. But I hear that the Troy Farmer's Market is legendary throughout this state, like the biggest one in the whole state in the summer. So they have like this little interior atrium thing that they have in the winter with all the people. And then in the summertime, they expand outside 4, 5, 6 blocks, just all people from everywhere. And that sounds freaking phenomenal. And Troy, New York is such a walkable city too. And in a country in which most cities, you are required to have a car. You are required to even get anywhere. What's a good example? Los Angeles. You cannot navigate Los Angeles without a car. Troy, New York, different story. I mean, New York City as well. They've got a great subway transit system. Unfortunately, though, New York City costs too much to live in. This place kind of does too, like everywhere, but it's at a much more reasonable price than a lot of other places. But anyways, guys, with that being said, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.